Hello sir, I am Utkarsh Bopala from SYBBSE and I would be starting to explain the sum. So let's start with the sum. As we know, here the question given here is a company has an investment opportunity costing rupees 40,000 with the following expected net cash flow, that is after tax and before depreciation. We have been given here 10 years and along with the 10 years net cash flow is also given. So the cash flow for the first 5 years is 7,000, which means the cash flow has been constant, while from the 6th year the cash flow differentiates. And we also have been given 10% discounting factor. And from the above given information, we need to find out the 4 questions that are given below. First, we need to find out the payback period. So payback period, as we know, to find out the payback period, we need year, cash flow and cumulative cash flow. So as we know, we need to find out total of 40,000 investment opportunity. That means we need to find out how many years will it take to accumulate 40,000. So let's start with the first year. Second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year. As we know, after fifth year we have total cumulative cash flow of 35,000, but still we need 5,000 more, so that we would be considering sixth year. That would be sixth year has a cash flow of 8,000 rupees. That would be totaling to 43,000 rupees. As we know that we need only of 40,000 rupees, so we would be dividing 5,000 by 8,000. That would be giving us 5 by 8, and after that we would be, for the payback period would be 5 years, and 5 by 8 years would be the answer for the payback period. Now going on to the second question, that is we need to find out the NPV of the above given information. So for NPV we need year, cash flow, discounting factor and present value. So for years we have given 10 years, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Cash flow is also given 7,000. $8,000, 10,000, 15,000, 10,000 and 4,000. Here to find out discounting factor, we need to divide 1 plus 0.1, that is 1.1, divided by 10%. Sorry sir, but now for that we need 1.1, we need to press 2 times divide. That would be 0.909. That would be the discounting factor for the first year. Once again equals to, that would be giving us 0.826, and we need to do the same procedure till the 10th year. So that would be giving us 0.751, 0.683, 0.5621, 0.621, 0.564, 0.513, 0.466, 0.424, 0.386. So to find out the present value, we need to multiply cash flow with discounting factor. For that we need to multiply 7,000 into 0.909, that is 6363. For the second year we need 7000 into 0.826, that would be 5782. 7000 into 0.751 is to 5257. For the fourth year we need 7000 into 0.683 4781. For the fifth year it would be 7000 into 0.621, that would be 4347. For the sixth year it would be 8000 into 0.564 4512. For the seventh year it would be 10,000 into 0.513 equals to 5130. For the eighth year it would be 15,000 into 0.466, that would be 15,000 into 0.467, that would be 7,505. For the ninth year it would be 10,000 into 0.424, that would be 4240. And for the 10th year it would be 4,000 into 0.386, that would be 1544. So the total of the present value would be 6363 plus 5782 plus 5257 plus 4781 plus 4347 plus 4512 plus 5130 plus 7005 plus 4240 plus 1544. The total would be 48961. So the net present value equals to present value of cash flow minus present value of investment equals to 48961 minus 40,000 equals to 8961 rupees. So as we know, the NPV over here is positive. That means the project is profitable for the firm. So moving on to the third question, which is we need to find out the profitability index at 10% discounting rate. So as we know, the profitability index, equals to present value of cash inflow divided by present value of cash outflow, or we can even say it as investment. So as we know, the present value of cash inflow is 48961 and the present value of cash outflow is 40,000. So dividing 48961 by 40,000, we would be getting 1.224. And as we know, the profitability index is more than 1. That means the project is profitable for the firm to invest in it. Now moving on to the fourth question, that is we need to find out the internal rate of return with the help of 10% discounting factor and 15% discounting factor. So to find out internal rate of return, we need year, which is also given, cash flow, which is also being given, discount factor, that is 15%, and present value. Here we have been given one for 10 years, that are cash flow is 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 8,000, 10,000, 15,000, 10,000 and 4,000. Discounting factor, as we have to find out it as 1. So for discounting factor we need to enter the figure of 1.15 and press divide button for 2 times. That would be giving us the discounting factor. So the discounting factor for the first year is 0.869, second year is 0.756, third year is 0.658, fourth year is 0.572, fifth year is 0.497, sixth year is 0.432, seventh year is 0.376, eighth year is 0.327, ninth year is 0.284, and the last year is 0.247. So to find out the present value we need to multiply cash flow with discount factor, that is 7,000 into 0.870, which is 6090, 7,000 into 0.756, that is 5292, 7,000 into 0.658 is 4606, 7,000 into 0.572 is 4004, 7,000 into 0.497 is 3479, 8,000 into 0.432 is 3456, 15,000 into 10,000 into 0.376 is 3760, 15,000 into 0.327 is 4905, 10,000 into 0.284 is 2840, 4,000 into 0.247, that means the present value of last year would be 988, and to find out total 6090 plus 5292 plus 4606 plus 4004 plus 3479 plus 3456 plus 3760 plus 4905 plus 2840 plus 988, that is the total would be 39420 rupees. Now as we know, the present value over here is 40,000 minus 39420, that is 580, which is positive. And now to find out the internal rate of return, as we know the formula is A plus C divided by C plus D into B minus A, where A equals to the lower rate of trial, B equals to the higher rate of trial, C equals to the excess of PV at lower rate, D equals to the shortfall of PV at higher rate. Now as we have been given, the internal rate of return is 10% plus, where the C is the excess of PV at lower rate is 8961, and the shortfall of PV is 580 plus 8961 plus 580 into 15% minus 10%, that is 10% plus, we need to divide 8961 plus 580 equals to 9541 into 5%, that is 10% plus 8961 divided by 9541 equals to 0.94 into 5%, that is 10% plus 0.94 into 5%, that is 0.47, sorry 4.7%. Therefore IRR equals to 14.7%. Thank you.